game of the weekend, right? I think we all agree. Certainly is for myself. Obviously on a bit of a high, hence why I look like Ty off AFTV. Got the boys behind me. Got Eric. I've got Ahmad. Got me United hat on. Got the United. I'm fully kitted out here, Christine. I'm ready for it.
If we end up doing a watch along, you're not gonna get United headphones and everything and just go fucking up balls to the wall with it.
If we win, look, right, okay. Arsenal at home, they've not lost at home all season. So look, before people think I'm already putting in the foundations for a loss and the excuses, I'm not. I think United can go there and actually do something. And I'm going to give you my prediction in a minute. But I really do expect United to cause them problems. These guys, yes. Are they top of the league? The answer is yes, clearly. Have they been the best team? Yes. However, let's unpack a few of the things that have been going on recently. Like a great win midweek, by the way. However, Wolves at home, scraped to win. Liverpool at home, scraped to draw. Forest away, 0-0. So what I'm seeing is these clean sheets are pissed off, and when they do get a clean sheet, they can't score. So I expect United to do something on Sunday. You can say win, lose or draw. I expect creativity. I want the aggressive style of play that we had against City. And I think we can get at them, Christian. And I am going to go for a United 2-1 win on Sunday.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. I think my comebacks are my main problems with that. Remember, look, a win for United, joking apart, it would do me a favour, right? But where I'm concerned is if United go in with the same aggression as they did against City, I understood why they did that, because our back line was championship level. So you're going from a back line of championship level to probably the best defence in the world right now, okay? Yeah. And if you play aggressive, I think that leaves you well open, and I think that's exactly how they want you to play. I think you need to be more compact. You look at the teams that go for the teams they struggle to score against, Alex, are the teams that don't try and score against them. So I think if you go too aggressive with them, I just think I can see it only end in one way.
No, I think Look, when I say aggressive, I was more meaning in the duels. Obviously not like Dallo aggressive. But I think look, they're a physical team. City are not a physical team. City lack athleticism in the areas that you need them in a football pitch in the Prem. You know, the midfield, Bernardo, Rodri. We know I'm preaching to the choir here. Arsenal do not lack athleticism. You know, they have got Declan Rice, they've got Timber, they've got Ben White, they've got obviously Gabriel Saliba.
So Alex,
they aren't.
Would you sit in a little bit and hit that pick and choose your times, hit them on the counter attack? Would you go with that?
Yes.
Deploy that game
Well, don't forget. I know you've probably wiped it out of your memory, but we sat in a little bit on Saturday when we had to. We let you have it. I know you were doing naff all with it. However, United they did get in into a 4-4-2 shape. Bruno and Mbumo was like a front two almost. And then you had Dorgu and Ahmad coming inside to help the midfield out because, I don't love that midfield. And it worked very well against City. Now, I am expecting more of the same. However, I'm less fearful of Saka and whoever plays on that side, it's going to be Trossard. I was more fearful of Doku and Semenyo, who didn't turn up on Saturday. But I'm looking at this going, I think we can lean a little bit further forward here. I'm looking at Dorgu and Ahmad and going, you better be thinking that way on Sunday. Don't be overly worried about Trossard and Saka because I expect them to be dealt with, Christian.
Yeah, I think some fair points. I would be concerned in terms of, look, the way you played against us, at the moment, we are absolute dog shit. The funny thing is, United fans were obviously getting very excited about that victory, and then we go away to Norway and we get absolutely destroyed, and it probably should have been 6-0. But, and I think if anything, it made your scoreline like, God, we should have done better.
Yeah, no, I hear you. To be honest, it's not just, look, I've waited over a year now for any sort of enjoyment with Manchester United. And am I going to ride the wave? Damn right I am. And this isn't just the performance against City. It's also Arsenal as a team, Christian. They are not as good as what people think, i.e. people who sit back and go, Arsenal 7 points clear with 22 games in. They're not that team. They're not that team at all. Could they beat United? Of course they could. They've not lost at home all season. I'm saying United are going to do something that no one else has done. But I believe they can. I believe we can hurt them. And seriously, I think the fullback areas and this guy over my shoulder, if Lewis Skelly is playing left back, you better have him in fits by half an hour mark. Amad Diallo. I mean it. If Lewis Skelly starts the game, because Calafiori injured and whatever, he could go Timber, couldn't he? He could go Timber and Ben White, right? If Ben White's against Dorgu, you better be pressing Ben White into oblivion, mate. And I want success in them wide areas on Sunday. If we lose, look, there's no shade on losing at Arsenal, right? Nobody's barely got a point there. Might just be you guys, actually. However, I want an aggressive performance, and I want to finish the game and go, you know what, we gave a fantastic account of ourselves. Could have won it, could have had moments in the game. If we lose, hold my hands up, the top of the league, whatever.
Yeah, look,
However,
you might as well give it a go,
2-1.
Alex. You might as well give it a go. You have got a chance. I can see it being a bit of a... If they drag you into one of them stinky Arsenal performances and they start grinding out some corners and they get a goal off that, it's going to be problematic. We know how good they are defensively. They are going to win quite a lot of duels. They're strong in midfield. I've gone with a 2-0 Arsenal win. You talk about riding that wave, mate. I hope you can continue riding that wave for one more game. It does us a favour. Not that I've got much hope that my boys can go and win a league, but at least it keeps it interesting, right? Unfortunately, what I can see happening with that wave, bro, is have you ever seen that on Instagram when one of them like professional surfers in Australia and they're doing one of them monster fucking waves and they end up in a tumble dryer? And I think all the United fan base after this Arsenal game, it'll be back to, we fucking hate everyone.
Yeah, man. It could definitely easily be that, and I'll be in the middle of that tidal wave. But at the minute, I'm not, and I'm enjoying it. I'm in a good mood for once. And look, combined 11, yes, you've got a great defence. You've conceded 14 in 22. But by the way, you were on pace to beat Chelsea Mourinho record there. You've got nowhere near that.
No, they've started being leaky.
So this amazing defence that everyone keeps talking about, well, you conceded 2 in about the first 10. So you've been shipping, mate. Arsenal have been shipping. City have conceded 21. So don't talk to me about this defence as much as people think. Yes, is it great? It's better with Gabriel. I'll take your point, Christian. But United have scored 2 less goals than Arsenal, and that's playing 80% of the season in that abomination of a 3-4-3. So I think we've got a better attack than Arsenal, player for player. I swear to God. Ooh. And I know Arsenal, I'm not joking. Player for player, I'm taking Cunha, Bruno, Ahmad, and Sesko over their front four. 100%. Or a boomer.
Oh, that's a big shot. Arsenal fans, what are we saying about that? That is some heavy claims from my brother.
Let's just go with the absolute bankers. Sesko's better than Gyökeres, no doubt about it. And Bumo was a 9, he's better than Gyökeres. Cunha better than Trossard, no arguments there. Bruno and Odegaard, that's just
Alex, one thing I will say though, Cunha as a player is better than Trossard if you look at the way they play the game. In terms of stats and impact on individual matches, Trossard has been better than him.
I don't know Trossard's stats, to be fair.
I think he must have got quite a few this year.
I can't answer that. I bet you it's very close stat-wise with them two.
Yeah.
I bet you any money Trossard has got less than you think. I bet you think Trossard's on about 8 or 9, don't you?
Not 9. I'm not sure what's Cunha on. Is Cunha on about 4 league?
Cunha must be on 4 now, I think. Cunha must be on 4 league.
Christ, if Trossard is near that, that's a shocker. I'd have thought he was on more than that.
I bet it's Trossard 5, Cunha 4, and I think Cunha is a far better player. Anyway, let's if people think Trossard's better, I disagree, but I'll roll with it. Odegaard, Bruno. I'm sorry, if Arsenal had Bruno Fernandes, this league would be wrapped up by now. And we're talking 7-point lead with Odegaard. Bruno would have you 15 points clear right now. So forget that as a comparison.
Yeah, mate, I'd have Eze playing. I prefer Eze.
Well, he's not even the best
guy on the bench, in my opinion.
I'd have Max Dowman over him. I know he's injured now. I hope you get well.
Max Dowman. I can't wait to see that lad, by the way.
Yeah, and Ahmad and Saka. I think Ahmad's a better player than Saka. I think they're very similar. I think one's better than the other. I think one's been stuck at right. I think one's been stuck at right back for you.
I'm not happy with Saka myself, Alex. You know my criticism of that guy. I really think he has been underwhelming for quite a long time, and he's been getting away with it. But yeah, Ahmad, look, I need to see a lot more from him. He's a lot of the time, Alex, he seems to shy away from trying to beat his man. As a winger, I can't be watching him do that, so I need to see a lot more from him. He sometimes does show some promising signs. But yeah, mate, at the moment, it's not as much of an abomination. It's not a terrible comment what you just said, and I think that's more where Saka's at in his career.
Well, Christian, I'm not being funny. I know Arsenal fans might be watching this and going, he's absolutely talking bollocks him. Well, look at the league table on the screen right now. You've scored 2 more than us, and we were playing in this ridiculous bullshit Amorim system for most of the season, and you've been in this 6-year project Arteta shit with $1 billion spent. So if people think I'm talking bollocks and these players are better than whoever I'm saying, well, tell me why I'm looking at you being best team in the league over disjointed Manchester United. You got 2 more goals. And by the way, I think that'll be a closer gap come Sunday with my 2-1 win. That'll be 1 goal between us. So, Christian, tell me your prediction for this.
Yeah, so I went 2-0, mate. I went 2-0 Arsenal. Look, I played it safe. I'm hoping you can do something, you guys, but I do think it'll be a scrappy one. I can see Arsenal getting one of them stinky corners, and then maybe getting another on top of it. I've gone 2-0.
Okay. Yeah, no, I hear you, mate. Look, they've not lost at home all season, so I get that I am banking on something happening that's not happened yet. So, look, let's see what happens. Can't wait. And this is the best time for a United fan when we're on a bit of a high, and we've not played yet. So
after 1 win.
1 win. I tell you, that's how bad that Amorim era was, Christian. I can't tell you. It's not about winning. It's about watching your team play functional football. And that's, obviously, winning is great. And don't get me wrong. Yeah. I know we're going to turn up against Arsenal, and I ain't going to be sitting there going, why is Lenny Yoro defending Trossard? I'm not going to say that.
If you lose the game, Alex, you want to go out in fashion in a way. Look, you want to go out. Yes. You want to go out there and win that game. But if you see positive signs, what you have got to be careful with is just, air a little bit of caution, because I've said this a lot about United fans. I do think they're incredibly reactionary, and I don't mean you by this. I just think as a fan base, they are so quick to be like, yeah, we'll jump on the carrot train. And it's like, just remember what's happened at this club. Don't get yourself in another mess. Okay, just enjoy it and see where it goes. But don't, I mean, it's up to you. It's your funeral.
I totally hear you. What I would say is,
you've got to just play this game by game.
I know what you're saying. However, being a United fan, I can vouch for the guys who are happy right now because of how bad it's been. And I know people are going to go, well, it was bad under... It has never been as bad as what Amorim put us through. We're talking 15 months of hell that we got put through as United fans. If we win a couple of games with players in their positions, we are going to be ecstatic. And I'm not saying that's the right, you're getting carried away, carried at the wheel. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about your general happiness as a fan of knowing, and like I said to you, Christian, I'm going to go into that game on Sunday, and I know I'm going to see 95% of the team in their position, at least.
Yeah, that's it. Look, you've just got to play it game by game, haven't you, lad? And that obviously it's a big one to go out with. If you can get a win there, it's huge for everyone. It really does bring the league together, doesn't it? So
United, and I mean, unfortunately, obviously, Wolves are going to do you, so you're not going to gain on my predictions.